First half, I thought we were a far better team. And at half-time, I said that the only way we're going to let them back into the game is by giving possession away, because they're a goal down. They're going to have to come at us. But I'm pleased with the defensive, the way we defended. I think we defended very, very well in the second half, because they resorted to just playing it long balls into the two strikers, Eva and Quem, and then Lafort when he came on, and we dealt with it. And apart from trying to play the perfect pass and getting it cut out, I thought we did very, very well today. I thought they did the job plan that we had, especially in the first half, worked very, very well. And on another day, we could have got 3 or 4, but I'm very, very proud of them. From what they did before I arrived, was horrendous, and how we've turned it around has been fantastic. And that's 1 cup final finish. Now we've got another 5 cup finals, starting with Super SWAT on Wednesday.
All right, let's take questions from the floor. I'll start with you, Rob Delport.
Thanks. Hi, Coach. Congratulations, Rob. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you just talk through these last 5 days? Tuesday morning, you didn't have a work permit, and then obviously that came through. Victory over Chiefs, and now the medal. Great 5 days for you.
It's been surreal, but the hard work that goes on behind the scenes, it doesn't get recognised, because nobody sees what I have to do, and with David and Paul Maleka and Matthew and all the other staff behind the scenes. We've got a hell of a lot of work to do on and off the field. It's not just the training we have to deal with. We have to deal with all sorts of issues and problems that is not football related. But, as you said, on Tuesday morning, it took me 3.5 hours to run around Polokwane, getting things in place, getting a friend to drive all the way from Johannesburg to Polokwane with my PSL card, and to cap it off with this 1-0 win in the circumstances. It's been absolutely a dream come true. And I'm so proud of everybody that's been involved with the club. I can't really, pay homage to them much more than saying thank you. And let's hopefully now maintain the momentum and starting on Wednesday.
Okay, I'll take the second question. Nati.
Yes, Coach, congratulations on finally you won it. Could it be your biggest achievement in the South African football, and also your take on John Joe's performance tonight? I think this is not his first Man of the Match award.
Look, for the biggest achievement I've ever had is coming to South Africa in 1986. It opened my eyes to the football fraternity of in them days, the NSL. And then I came back 21 years later when Sammy Troughton brought me back, and I've been in and out of the country 3 or 4 times, and it's always been a struggle, as you know, Nati. I've always said that, and I know what to do with my job, because I work really, really hard, both on and off the field. And to do this the way I've done it is credit, not just to me, but the chairman who brought me to the club, and against a lot of people that said I'm making the biggest mistake going to TTM, and the help that I've had with my 2 assistants who've embraced the way that we've worked together. And for Philip and Glondlow, I regret not playing him at Black Leopards. And I said to him, I apologised to him, and he played against Chiefs, played today, won both men of the matches, and it's just surreal of his energy and his enthusiasm, and he's enigmatic to a lot of players, and should be a role model to a lot of players. Just because of the stature of the man. He's 3'2" with high heels on, but when he's out on the field, he's 6'4". He's such a pleasure to work with, and I'm so pleased for him, because he just had a baby daughter, not long ago, and I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for everybody. They all deserve credit today. Everybody involved deserves credit, and you know, I'm just pleased for everybody. I've always said it's never about me. It's never about the coach. It's always about the players. Because at the end of the day, if the players are successful, then the coaching team's successful and the club's successful. But now we've got to make sure that they go to bed tonight at 10 o'clock and rest, because we've got a long trip tomorrow back to Pretoria, and then we've got 3 days preparation ready for Super Sport United.
Okay, let's move on to Karabo.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Fatu. Coach, congratulations on your massive victory. Coach, can you just tell me what exactly does this mean for the province of Limpopo? Because, I mean, this is special. It really is. Continental football coming to Limpopo next season. It is going to be special, to say the least. And secondly, Coach, what is it that you've done to Tabora Khale as well as Thabo Mnyamane for them to be running up and down? You know, I mean, they've been absolutely fantastic in terms of helping their wing backs, or the right back and the left back. Thank you.
Well, first, to qualify for Confederations Cup, I've been in the Confederations twice, and the players have not been in that situation. It's a fantastic tournament to be in. It's financially, it could be a problem, but you know, once you get to the group stages, then that finance will come back to the club, and that's what the players have got to aim for. I said to the players before the start, you know, in order to get into CAF, you've got to win the cup. In order to get your bonus, you've got to win the trophy. So that's paramount of what you do first. And I just trust my players, and I believe in my players, you know, and, you know, you can ask anybody that, you know, the way that we talk and the way that we work together, you know, if you've got that belief in them and the players trust you, then they'll run through brick walls for you. And that's the thing. And you've got to treat them like people. You don't treat them like commodities. And you're always honest with them. I mean, the toughest decision I had to make was to leave Ayanda. I think it's Topola. What's Ayanda's name? In Keeley. You know, she had a fantastic game against Chiefs, and Ndigani was ill, and he never played. So as a coach, you've always got these, you know, interferences that you have to manage, and you have to manage well. And you know, Ayanda was very upset this morning, but you know, it proved that I made the right decision. And you know, like I said, credit to everybody. And let me give mention to Brighton, you know, who's going to have to retire at the end of this season because of his eye injury. He made a speech to the players today, which I thought was epitomised the character and the togetherness of the team. And you know, it's got to go. It's not going to go unnoticed, because he's broke his heart today to stand in front of his teammates, knowing that he's never going to play football again. And he made a very, very poignant speech to the players, and I think that went a long way for them to, you know, perform the way they did.
Okay, last two questions. Ivan Sishope.
Congratulations, Coach. Coach, are we likely to see you adding another tattoo, if ever? Do you have a space for that tattoo after winning this one? And then the second question is, looking back at the last few weeks where you were almost out of the club and then you're back, how do you feel about that now that you're seeing some achievements, even though you still have a huge task to save the club?
Well, like I said, I mean, obviously we've won the Nedbank today, and like I say, it's the pinnacle of South African Cup football. So you know, we've done one thing, but we've got a bigger job to do now. You know, we'll put this to bed tonight. The players will be in the rooms and asleep by 11 o'clock. I'll give them an extra hour because we've got a long trip tomorrow to Pretoria, and we've got 3 days then 2 days to prepare. And you know, we're still a long way from safety. CHIPPA are below us, but they've got an easier running than we have. And you know, we've just got to make sure that we maintain and focus on the job in hand. As for the tattoo, damn right I'm having that tattoo. I always, everything I've done in football has been an achievement. And you know, I can dedicate this to the TTM staff, to everybody involved in TTM, because before I came, the problems that they went through, the turmoils, the unhappiness, the you know, uneasiness of what was happening week in, week out. Were they going to get paid? Were they going to get salaries? Were they going to get bonuses? Were they going to get respect? You know, that was the toughest thing, but, you know, fantastic, fantastic.
Okay, Litabo, final question.
Good evening. Hi, Coach. Congratulations.
Hey, gorgeous. You all right?
I'm good. How are you? Good to
I'm
see you with that medal on.
good.
Yeah, Coach, I wanted to ask you, Coach, seeing where you found the team when you arrived, and literally everything else that you've spoken about of what the players went through, and also coupled with what you went through, you know, in terms of waiting for your work permit for so long and everything else. Is this more of an emotional victory more than anything else?
They're all emotional, you know. I mean, you know, you don't want to get carried away with it at the moment, because I keep saying to the players, we've done nothing yet. We've done one thing today, and you know, the coach of CHIPPA has just walked in. Vlad has just walked in, and I told my players I don't want to be sat where he is right now, even though he's just joined CHIPPA. You know, he's now got to get their heads up, because they've got a massive game coming up against Black Leopards, and you know, it's a tough league to play in, and when you're at the bottom, it's even tougher. So on an emotional note for me, you know, it's what you put into this job, you get out of. You know, and like I said, there's a lot of preparation, there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of things that nobody knows what a coach goes through. And you know, today I've had arguments on the bench with all the technical team, because of the way we played in the second half, because I didn't think it was good enough. I thought we give the ball away too much, which gave them the opportunity to counterattack. And fortunately, you know, we hung on, and you know, this is going to be, you know, treasured forever. You know, it's another one, and I'm proud of it. But you know, I wouldn't have won this if it wasn't for them players today.
I think we lost the game in the first 30 minutes. We were very sleepy. We were very sluggish. We didn't wake up. We didn't introduce ourselves properly with the game first 30 minutes, and then we again take advantage on the favor of our opponents. Look, to be honest, it was not our game. Every rebound, every flick, every 50-50 when the ball went to our opponent. So you can see it's going to be very difficult to win this game. And from another side, we made some correction on the halftime, because we didn't start according to the plan, and a lot of excitement, a lot of things, a big task to achieve, and there was a little bit confusion in the beginning of the game. And then we start to play second half a little bit better, much better actually. It was like another team come in, we raised the tempo. We asked actually from the beginning of the game, and we were forced long ball now. So now in the long ball, you have to introduce tall players, and that's what we did. And obviously tried to win the ball in the air, which we couldn't. Tried to win the second ball, which we couldn't. We managed to get some passes. We put them under the pressure, but we never penetrated in the box. We never managed to put enough balls in the box, and that determined the win. Congratulations to opponents. They deserve it. They played good. They fought. They were good organized. So that's actually more or less the affection of the game.
Okay, Rob Delport.
Coach, Robin Cape Town, commiserations. Coach, you did touch on it a bit, but did this, you know, in that first half just feel like, oh no, this is one of those games?
Yeah. Yeah, Rob.
Yeah, it's saying, so it's basically going back to the point you made, that it was just do you feel that maybe it was just not, your game?
It was not our game, I believe. We could play another 90 minutes. We couldn't score the goal. We didn't find a way to create the chances, and actually that reflection. But look, that's the final. When you concede a goal and then you did, if you're not mentally properly prepared. And obviously we were shocked after this first goal, but that shock also turned to another point where we start to play now. But we were confused. There was a lot of confusion and the game plan didn't come through, right? So the second half, after correction, we play much better game. We put the opponents under pressure, but we didn't create proper chances. We didn't actually maybe one or two chances. That's what we did. So obviously that's not enough to win the final.
Okay, let me go to Velile.
Thank you, Fatu. Hard luck, coach, on the result. Now looking forward to the league program. You are left with 4 matches to save your status. How do you see this result today affecting you in terms of the momentum? You are left with 3 of the 4 games are also at home. How do you see you guys proceeding from today, considering also that you still have an away game, the only away game to TTM?
Thank you, Billy. Look, it's going to be our task to recover the players in mental point, to come back to the fighting spirit and etc. But we definitely have to find a way to motivate them for the next games. Obviously, from the playing point, I do believe that if we keep the rhythm of the second half we presented today, that can be another story. We actually expected to play all game like second half, but unfortunately, as I mentioned already, first 20 to 30 minutes we were nowhere to be found. We went ourselves.
Okay, we'll be bringing in the man of the match as well as the captain from TTM. But let me take the final question for the coach, Ivan Sishope.
Hard luck, coach. Judging from the performance today and then the position of the log of the team, would you agree with me if I say the players look like they are a bit under pressure and worried about their log position more than anything? If you agree, do you have any plan on how to reverse the situation as you go to the last 4 games?
I do agree. Both of them play under pressure, but it seems like our opponents deal better with the pressure than we did. From the first second they had the same system of play and they played from the first minute, and they were a better team on the first 20 minutes, which means that we couldn't deal with that pressure. And for second part of the question is that we definitely have to find a way how to motivate the players. We are going to have a meeting and we definitely have to sort this out. It's not the first time that CHIPPA lost the game. It's not the first time that I lost the game. So I do believe that I have to pull back the experience with the mentality of the players and try to actually change the losing spirit to the winning spirit. And I believe I can do that. I believe in my players. No matter we are disappointed, tomorrow is another day, and hopefully we'll recover after that defeat today.
To my technical team, the players, we fought well, we planned well, and not forgetting the Almighty, the one who managed to give us the opportunity to come in today to showcase our talent. And going back to the journey from first game, if I can remember from the MTN8 game, things have been tough from first game of the season up until now. We have been struggling. up until now since when they bought the team. So things have been better, if I may put it that way. And as you can see, the performance from, let's say, from February coming this way, we've been better. We never lost so many games, and yeah, all credit to obviously the coaches, Mr. Dylan Kerr and Paul and Coach DVD and the players at large.
Okay, and to Donald, I mean, wonderful performance again. You played very well in the semi-final again. You know, good performance and man of the match. You know, performance, getting the award. How does it feel to be a champion and, you know, to play so well in the final?
It feels so great because if it wasn't for the team and the rest of the technical stuff, we wouldn't be where we are now. And coming back to me individually, I really needed their support and they gave it to me. Hence, I'm getting man of the matches in 3 occasions, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity. And then coming back to the team, I'd like to thank Mr. Masalam Laud, wherever he is. He played a big role in my life. And then I think in the team as well, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be where we are now. But then, irrespective of what happened, he's still one of us. And then I think we did it for him as well, because wherever he is, he must be happy. And then I think that was part of our way of saying thank you to him, because he played a major role in us being where we are now.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to Velile Nyandu.
Good evening and congratulations, gents. Ngicela ukubuza kuqala, Ndaba, you're sitting on top of something there.
No, it's
Ngikubona uphezulu. Yeah, no, Ndaba, I just want to go back. I mean, you talk about the break that you got from Mr. Masala now, but also for you, it's been a long journey. I think I remember you from Prashik's under 20 squad, and I'm sure looking back, you saw some of the guys that were with you, the River and some of them, and you were waiting for this opportunity. Just reflect back where you come from to where you are now.
I would say seeing the guys that I was playing with in the national team really gave me a push to like tell myself that I can still make it and I'm gonna make it. I need to keep working hard and then keep believing wherever I am that I'm gonna make it one day. And then I think that's what really helped me to like keep going until I found myself where I am now.
Okay, Rob.
Congratulations, gents. Rob Delpit in Cape Town. Mr. Ndlondlo, Coach Dylan says that he admits that he made a mistake not playing you when he was at Black Leopards. Are you enjoying proving him wrong?
I wouldn't say I'm proving him wrong, because before the game, he spoke to me before the pre-match, before we had the pre-match meeting. He spoke to me and told me that you played well in the game that you played against Cape Town City, if I'm not mistaken. And then I feel that your legs are heavy. So I'm thinking of resting you so that as time goes by, the game progresses, I'll put you in. And then I understood, because it was like, I wouldn't say I would be angry at the coach for not playing me. No, I can't do that alone. So I need to trust the guys as well, so that when they get the opportunity, they use it wisely. And then when I get my opportunity, I use it wisely and then support them, because it's a team sport. So we need to encourage each other and motivate each other. So yeah.
Okay, Velile, do you wanna go again?
Okay, sure. Skipper, just, I mean, to look back at this season, it's been a roller coaster of a season. The struggles that you've had, but also the turnaround system as well that has been introduced by the new owners. What has been key for you in leading this dressing room? Also being aware that it's not over, because they're still in a relegation dogfight again.
I think I can agree with you when you're saying it's been a roller coaster season. Yes, I agree. But what kept us going was the unity in the team. Because whenever we had a problem, we would solve it as a unit. So there was not this thing of if one has a problem, so he has to go out and sort it out himself. So whatever we did from the beginning up until now, actually things started to change from February. Coming from Feb up until now, we've been the togetherness have been so amazing. The supporting from the new management, from the obviously new coaches. So they kept us going. So yeah, I think unity is the key to all the performances up to so far.
Rob Delport once more.
Skipper, when you look around the squad and you see how much talent is actually around you, does it give you confidence going into these last few games?
Yeah, for sure. Because if I'm not mistaken, maybe we have 12 players who have been in the league in the PSL for more than maybe 8 seasons. So I think we stand a good chance, and obviously this win will be a moral booster for us going forward. Because that's why we were trying to take league and Nedbank as we're trying to take league and Nedbank Cup serious, because we knew that if we win league and then we win Nedbank, obviously Nedbank is going to be a stepping stone to our league game. So just have to take one game at a time, and winning this one, obviously, it will be a moral booster going to Super Sport game and the remaining 4 games after Super Sport game. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Skipper. Are there any takers for the last question, or should we close the session? Okay.
To throw in another one, because I think you are also left with you are going to play CHIPPA again, and you still have to play Maritzburg. Both games also in you are hosting both games there in Limpopo. So with this momentum that you have now, and also playing those 2 games at home, both games being 6-pointers, how do you look at those 2 matches? Are you looking them as 2 matches that will seal your fate, especially also having a home advantage, knowing fully well that home advantage during this COVID-19 has not really been a home advantage?
Okay, Ndaba, do you want to go? Or you leaving it to your Skipper?
Truly speaking, you see, during this time of the season, you just have to take one game at a time. Obviously, from here, maybe tomorrow, driving to Joburg, we'll be training from that side, preparing for Super Sport games. So we just have to make sure that obviously don't be easy playing against Super Sport at their backyard. So we just have to go out there and make sure that if we don't get 3 points, at least we get a point. So that whenever we go to play our home games, we try and get maximum points against the teams that are at the bottom with us.
Okay, thank you very much.